I don't know how many hours I spent scouring AudiZine and Audi World and Vortex and Google Images and everything to try and figure out how the fuck this thing works. And I remembered I have a scrap one, so I was just going to cut it open and figure it out because there's no documentation on how to change this center carrier bearing anywhere. There is just 034 Motorsport with 3 sentences telling you how it's not possible because not even David Blaine or Chris Angel, whoever the fuck the relevant magician is these days, can do this shit. So first things first is the shaft goes in this way. Now I cut this cover off because there's no way you're getting any tools in between the shaft and the rubber boot that's on the inside of this. This is not possible. So if we look at this guy, that boot right here, it's folded over and crimped. That boot's not coming off. Next you see an O-ring and you see a little bit of rust on the inside. Well, a little bit of rust is right here. That's where that tapered lip sits, and this is where the O-ring goes. Now I think the best way to actually change it is going to be to take a angle grinder or a cutting wheel and just cut off this tapered lip. All it seems to be really there for is to just, when this was put on during manufacturing, it got crimped and then it's just, that's it, sealed. It won't pop off. However, we have this wonderful thing called a welder. So we will see, I don't see why not. The O-ring keeps this tight and you don't heat it up too much, you won't melt the O-ring. Put some tacks kind of all around it. It's just to keep it in place, that's it. Next is gonna be this guy. So this sits in here and you're supposed to split open this clip. Now, this part's fun. It's an absolute joke. They couldn't use an actual snap ring, so they had to use some kind of weird circlip that is just a pain in the ass to remove. I don't see how it's possible when the driveshaft is assembled. It took me 5 minutes to get it apart this way, and I had to use a gigantic screwdriver because that one is way too small. You essentially have to push this end to end, the little feet, in order for it to open wide enough so you can actually pull this out. Now this guy, I assume once you pop this circlip off, which, pro tip, do not hold this in your hand and try to pry with a screwdriver because that screwdriver will slide off completely and gouge you in the fucking hand because, 31 years old, you don't learn your fucking lesson after working on cars for, I don't know how many fucking years, 12, 13? No, I'm still stupid. So that's that. Now the cool thing is when you go to put this back together, as soon as you feel the teeth lined up, that's it. There's no working with a snap ring. You just, or a circlip, whatever the fuck it is, line it up, push it, and you're good to go. 034 sells this bearing. I think someone else on eBay sells it with a new boot, but they want $220 something. I don't think it's worth it on a $3,000 car from 2002, personally, and I think Weld Works is good. So that's my suggestion on how to fix it. But there you have it. Those are the components. That's how you disassemble it. Good luck.